Good morning, my dear students. So, today we are going to begin the class with a new lesson, Safety in Food 2. So, we know that children, every year a huge amount of food is getting waste. Why is it so? Do you know the reason, children? Exactly. That is due to the lack of preservation and storing techniques. The people are not preserving it properly. So due to that purpose, a lot of food items is getting wasted every year. So this lesson is about to give you an awareness about the preservation through different techniques and how to store it safely in our daily life. So this is about this lesson. We all have seen mangoes, right? And mango is considered as the king of fruits, right? Yes. So by eating mango, you can keep your eyes and skin healthy. It's a storehouse of many vitamins and fiber. And also by eating mango, you can improve your immunity also. But this mango is only available in the month of April, May, June and all. So in other seasons, we won't get the mangoes. So how can you preserve these mangoes? You can preserve the mangoes by putting it in a salt solution or by drying. There are also other food items which can be preserved in salt solution, sugar solution and by drying. Let's see what it is. Gooseberry and mango can be kept it in the salt solution and you can preserve it. And the cherry, you can use it in a sugar solution. And by drying, how can you preserve the food? Which all food items you can preserve? That is, you can preserve banana, cashew nut, mango, chili, then fish, many items, grapes. This all you can preserve it by drying. So we told that these food items can be preserved in salt solution, sugar solution and by drying. But how? If you take a rice, you know rice will be always in a jute sack. If some water content happen to fall in the rice will get spoiled. How? Due to the action of microorganisms like bacteria, virus, fungi and all. Because bacteria, virus, fungi will become active in the humid conditions. In the moisture conditions, it will get very active. Moisture means water content. So thus it helps in destroying the food. So how can you prevent the wet rice from getting spoiled? A technique called drying. In drying, the water content is lost. So if the water content is lost, the microorganisms will become inactive. They will not be able to do anything. The water content is lost. So in such things you can preserve it by getting decayed. Similarly, we can preserve the food by salting. I told you. For that there is an experiment for you. Take 2 beakers. In 2 beakers, one beaker you put pure water and in other beaker you put salt solution. And put the leaf of taro. As you can see from the picture, put the taro leaf with its stem. Its stem must be active. After a few days or after some time, you can see that the Salt solutions. In the salt solution, the leaf has shrunk. It has become weak. But if you see in the water, the leaf in the pure water, you can see that it is intact and it is fresh. So what happens here when it is kept in a salt solution? When you keep the food items in a salt solution, the salt will take the water content from the food items and also the water content from the microorganism. In the cell of microorganism, there is a fluid part called cytoplasm. So salt will absorb all the water content from the cytoplasm. So as a result, the microorganism gets destroyed. Similarly, it will also absorb all the all the water items from the food. So thus it gets preserved. In the case of this experiment, the salt has drawn the water from the stem. There is some amount of water in the stem. So it has taken all the water from the stem of the leaf. That is why the leaf has shrunk. But in the other case, there is nothing to take the water. It is in the pure water itself. So the stem is getting more water. That is why it is active over there. So that is the difference in this experiment. The salt has taken all the water content from the stem of the leaf. So that is why it shrank. Likewise, in the food also, it will draw all the water content from the food items and thus it will help to get it preserved. Similarly, the food we keep in the fridge. Microorganisms are inactive. They can't do anything at low temperature. In the fridge, it is very low temperature. So it cannot do anything in the low temperature. So thus the food will not get spoiled. But once you take it outside, the microorganism become active and it will spoil. Microorganisms like bacteria, fungi and viruses. So have you noticed that the mango which is kept in the salt solution, why it becomes tender? Why it shrinks? The tender mango you keep, why it shrinks? This is because the salt is absorbing the water content from the mango. That is why it shrinks. Even the gooseberry is also the same condition. So, the World Health Organization has proposed 5 safety measures for the food. Here are the 5 safety measures. Which are the 5 safety measures? Wash the food thoroughly before cooking. Separate the cooked and the uncooked food items. Cook the food in an appropriate manner. Store the food at safe temperature. Use pure water and pure raw materials. So these are the 5 safety measures which was proposed by the World Health Organization or WHO. Now this is the chart showing the greatness of jackfruit. It has contained all the nutrients which is essential for our body. Now the other methods you can preserve the food from decay are the jackfruit, banana, you can keep it in a jaggery and you can preserve it from decaying. Also you can keep the rice, wheat, chili and all. You can, after drying, you can keep it powdered so it won't get decayed. And jackfruit seed and tapioca, you can keep it under the soil so it won't get decayed. So these are the different methods you can do for a food for not getting it decayed. So this is about today's topic. Today we have learned the two techniques, that is drying and salting, to preserve the food by drying and salting. So hope you have understood this. Bye children.